everybody, it's been a while, but I'm back. Live from Costa Rica. As you can hear the animals in the backyard. I am sitting in my parents' yard. And I've really been thinking a lot over these last few days about loss because there's been so much loss from 2022 until now. So many people have gone too soon. The trisomic and holoprosencephaly community has been hit quite hard with many deaths of our babies. And my family's been hit pretty hard over the last year. You all know that Samara passed away in April of 2022. And the last couple of weeks have been intense, where Nathan's biological father passed away on the 27th of December, and my uncle, my mom's twin brother, passed away on December 31st. And this morning, we got the news that my dad's oldest brother passed away as well. And so there's been a lot of loss, and it's hard to wrap my mind sometimes around all of it. And people have asked me quite a bit, like, how do I cope? How have I managed to deal with the losses that I've experienced? How is my family dealing with the losses that we are experiencing recently? And I can honestly say it's completely by the grace of God, because I don't know how I'm still standing if it were not for God. And a lot of people think that's really cliche, and they really, some people are like, well, how's God helping you through this? And I know that sometimes when there's a loss, sometimes people blame God, or they question God, or they get angry with God. And I think, we're humans and we all have emotions, and it's easy to be upset when you feel like you've been praying for a miracle and you're not getting the miracle that you wanted in the way that you wanted it, or that the person that you've been praying for hasn't been healed and ends up passing away. But I honestly believe that God is not the doer of these things. Does He allow it? Yes, I do believe He allows it. But as I've always said through Samara's life, and after she passed, I've always said I do believe God has a plan and a purpose for everything. He knows why He allows things to happen. And there are things that we just won't understand. And that's not an easy answer to digest, because as humans, we want to know why. We want to understand the reasons. We want to not suffer and feel pain. But this world is a mess. This world is a mess. And unfortunately, with this world comes trials and tribulations. And that's why I hold on to, my family holds on to the promises that we have, that this life is just temporary, and that the goal is to spend eternity with Christ. If you're watching this video and you're not a believer, I encourage you to try praying, try seeking God, to see if He can help, if you feel the peace that passes all understanding. Because otherwise, it just feels hopeless. If we don't have something outside of this world to believe in, it's such a hopeless feeling. It's such a sad feeling. And for me, that doesn't work. For me, I need to believe that there's more to just this life. And so oftentimes people do, I've had many people ask, like, how are you coping? How are you surviving? How have you gone back to work? How are you functioning with everything that's happening around you? And my source is God. My peace comes from God. Trusting that He has plans for my life, even if it's not what I think the plan should be. I pray that as we enter this new year, and we deal with the struggles of life, the losses of this life, because I know that no one is here forever. We all have our time. some sooner than others. I pray that we all can look to find peace from God, look to do our best while we're here, to be the best person that we can be, to help others while we are here. That's what helps me. Helping others helps me. Because it takes the focus off of me and my problems, and it puts it on how I can be of service to someone else. I pray that we all seek to look outside of ourselves and our emotions and look to be a light to someone in this world. I pray that all of us who have lost someone or many people, as we have in my family, that we hold on tighter to each other, that we value every moment and every day, because we often take things for granted. We take people for granted and assume that they will be here for a long time. And things happen, accidents happen, illness happens, suicide happens. Like, we don't know when someone's time will come. And what I've learned over this last, couple of years that have been so challenging, so challenging, has been to value people, value life, to show love, and to not take anything for granted. I pray that 2023 is a blessed year for you and for your family. I pray that my family heal and continue to heal from all the things that we're experiencing, because it feels like every time one thing happens, we get a break and then something else happens, and we haven't had much of a break from the stress and trauma of this life. And so I hold on to God, and I pray that you do the same. Thank you for watching. I aim to make more videos, but these last couple months really have been trying. Hold on to God and hold on to your loved ones. Blessings.
I will lift up mine eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord which made heaven and earth.